come for the Lord to reveal his identity. What is that? So they all went to Suklambar Brahmachari's home. So he told all the devotees, right, come to. Actually, last week I think I told this, but I'm repeating again. So there is actually, they would all go, you know, the devotees, they live together, right? There's a tree, Kalpavruksha tree, you know. There's so many flowers. Whatever flowers you pick, still it has so many flowers. So every day all the devotees would come together. Gadadhar, Ramai, Srivas, they would all come together. That day Sriman Pandit came, he was laughing. They asked, why are you, what happened, Sriman? Any news? Sriman said, of course. Something wonderful, amazing, impossible, something impossible happened. Nimai Pandit has become a great Vaishnava, Haribol. So I heard he came back from Gaya. I went to see him. And he spoke with so much humility. And and that arrogance is gone. The pride is gone. So humble. And he took all the devotees and he started telling what he was, what was happening to him. And he was telling about his pilgrimage. And when he talked about Padapadma Tirtha, tears flooded from his eyes like Krishna Prema, tears of love. He cried out Krishna, Krishna's name, and he fell on the ground unconscious. Then when he came back to consciousness, he was crying incessantly. I never saw anything like that. And now so much love he has for Krishna, I understood he's not an ordinary personality. He told me to come tomorrow. And he told me to bring Sadasiv and Murari. Actually, Sadasiv and Murari Gupta is Lord Chaitanya's classmate. Sadasiv should be very intimate friend. That's why, Lord Chaitanya is telling bring all of them. So when devotees heard, wow, amazing. Srivas Thakur said that is actually a preacher. May Krishna increase our congregation. Very interesting. What is that? May Krishna increase our congregation. So, and Sriman Pandit went. Nowadays, in those days, really, there is no Monday to Friday hardworking. Everyone has lands. And they would have some farmers. They take the help from. They would grow grains 6 months, and they have free time all the time. They have so many grains. Not like nobody's would sell their life. There is no stress. What will happen? What will happen? What will happen? It's only 500 years ago. Even actually, India was much better 50 years ago, also. People have a lot of money, a lot of grains. So there is no, there is no starving, and people have a lot of free time. Anyway, so the devotees were talking. Gadadhar heard this. So he also went. So let us see what he talks about Krishna. So he went to Suklambar Brahmachari's home. Sadasiva, Murari, Sriman, Suklambar, all the devotees, they were already there. Then, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu Vishwambar, he came. As soon as he came, he started reciting the slokas, glorifying bhakti. Glorifying bhakti, and everyone was listening. When I was coming, I found my Lord on the way. Suddenly, when I went close to him, actually, what happened, Lord Chaitanya was coming from Gaya to Navadvip. On the way, he saw by the side of the road, he saw Krishna. So he went to catch Krishna. Krishna disappeared. So he was telling that to the friends. On my way I was coming, suddenly I saw Krishna. I went to, embrace Krishna, but Krishna disappeared. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? You know, and he fell down, you know, and he embraced it. There is a pillar, in the house. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Oof. And that intense separation, he was crying, and the tears were pouring from his eyes. Where is my Krishna? Where is Krishna? You know, when he exhibited that intense separation from Krishna, Gadadhar Pandit fell down unconscious. Devotees, they forgot themselves. You know, they were all affected by, they were all overwhelmed with love of Krishna. You know, so then after some time, Lord came back to consciousness, and he started, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Again crying. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Are all listening or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You know, so that when Krishna comes and gives love of God, that's how it works. Amazing. You know, so sometimes he would fall down. When he would fall down, usually there should be some pain, nothing. Some bruises. No. And when he would cry for Krishna, and that, it was, the whole home was reverberating actually, and filled with the Krishna Prema. What is that? Eighth or ninth, seventh or eighth verse of Manasaksha, Ravinath Das Goswami mentions it. A Uttamadikari can affect by his presence or another person. Wow. What to speak of Sri Chaitanya Krishna himself, who came to give love of God. Like he's an infinite treasure. And then he stopped and was still crying. And in one corner he said, who is there inside? Klamar Brahmachari said, Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit entered. They sat down, he was also crying, you know, and he was also crying, pouring. Wow. And Sri Chaitanya said, Gadadhar, how fortunate you are. From childhood, you are so pious. You never want to hear anything. You have undeveloped you undeveloped love. What is that? You have developed unflinching love. That's the thing. I have wasted my life, Gadadhar. What is the use of this material knowledge? What is the use of this profession? Finally, thank God, I found my precious object of my life. But when I saw him, he disappeared because of my previous bad activities. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Again. Again he fainted. You know? So it's great. It's actually Yogamaya potency. That's why he's not getting hurt. You know? And he cannot see because the eyes are filled with tears. Wow. He would ask everyone, brothers, tell me, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? And this pain was so intense. You know? Amazing. Hare Krishna. So with nobody knew. So it started in the morning. It finally, it became evening. They ended when everyone left. When Lord left, everyone spoke openly. Wow, amazing. They all became numb, but the devotees were very happy. Everyone understood. Nimai Pandit, when he'll become better, he'll reveal Krishna to everyone. He'll break the heads of atheists. And one devotee said, Nimai Pandit he'll reveal the pastimes of Krishna to the whole world. Because he got, the association of Ishwar Puri, because he saw Krishna, he went through this transformation. And the devotees were enthusiastic now. Haribol! You know? But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was becoming more and more ecstatic, feeling separation, you know. So he went to his teacher and said, Gangadas Pandit, you know, that was his teacher. And Gangadas Pandit said, wow, how fortunate you are. You know, you're so advanced. The teacher, your parents are fortunate to have given birth to you. Your students are waiting for you. Ever since you left, your students, they have not opened their books. You know, so resume the school again. Single teacher, The teacher is not there, school is a holiday only. Very nice. So he went and he offered obeisance and he left. You know. Then he started his teaching in the Mukunda Sanjay's home. You know. So when he came, all the ladies were very happy. They started making that sort of sound, ululating. So they made those auspicious sounds. You know. Um, so uh, so what is that? But everyone observed one thing. There is no arrogance. There is no that display of this learning. It's completely detached, absorbed in meditation, feeling separation. Uh, Amazing, you know. But one person was upset. Who? Mother. Oh Krishna, my Lord, please. You have taken away my son, you have taken away my husband. I only have Nimai with me. Please, you know, let Vishwambar stay at home. Let him be healthy, you know, hale and healthy. And sometimes she would put Vishnupriya before him, but he would not even look at her. You know, totally absorbed. I dina dayardra he nata he matra nata kadavaloke se hrudayam tvadalokya kataram daita brahmyasi kim karomyaham. I dina. Where is this? Is the verse said by Radharani. And sometimes he would roar. When he would roar, Vishnupriya would run away actually. This ecstasy, ecstatic love for Krishna made him not, made him kept him away from sleep. You know, but when he would, anyway, so he would go and take bath in Ganga, and he saw his students were waiting. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Students didn't understand his mood. Earlier he was very jovial, very affectionate. Now, Hare Krishna. That's it. When everyone said that, when he sat, all the students sat down there. While sitting, they said, Hari Hari. Then immediately became ecstatic. Hare Krishna. You know. So he was telling, he started his class. Goal of life is Krishna. Krishna. Everything is Krishna. Grammar is Krishna. Commentary is Krishna. Dissertations are Krishna. You know. In fact, everything describes Krishna's holy name only. You know. So the eternal truth is Krishna. And eternal truth is Krishna's holy name also. Krishna is the only worshipable Lord. Krishna is the supreme controller. Krishna is the maintainer. Krishna is Sarvakarana Karanam. Krishna is cause of all causes. You know, and Brahma and Shiva, there are, and other devatas are all Krishna's servants. Anybody who doesn't explain about Krishna or his lotus feet is in Maya. You know, Krishna is the ultimate goal. The lotus feet of the Krishna is the ultimate goal, only goal. Krishna is ocean of mercy. Krishna is the life and soul of every living entity. And jivas are part and parcel of Krishna. He is dear to his surrendered souls and very dear to Mother Yashoda. You know, these things, we need to retain and chant his name all the time. Otherwise, Maya will capture us. You chant the name of Krishna, you have attraction for Krishna, your life is sublime. Other hand, you're a scholar, but you don't chant the name of Krishna. What is the use of that life? He paves the path to hell. But even if somebody is very sinful, when he chants Krishna's name, eventually he'll go back to Godhead. Amazing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If anybody doubts the power of Krishna's name, the power of Krishna's position, Krishna's form, they'll be destroyed. You're listening, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So, and he's talking. Anybody meditates on Krishna, they're fortunate. Putana came to kill him. But instead of killing him, she was killed. But what happened? She attained the perfection. Agasur came. He wanted to take revenge. You know, even if, everyone in this world has miseries, including Brahma. But when the Brahma comes and takes part in Sankirtan movement with the devotees, what is that? Even Brahma, Brahma goes through the miseries, three adhyatmika, bhautika, daivika. But Brahma is happy when he takes part in Sankirtan movement. You know, those who people who are intoxicated by holy name, sorry, intoxicated with the wealth, riches, they don't chant the holy name of Krishna. But you see Ajamil, very sinner of sinners. He casually chanted Krishna's name, he was delivered. Worship the Krishna's lotus feet once. That what is that? Yekono bujino Prabhu Tomara Charana Ashoka Bhayamruta Purna Sarvakshana. So, then this verse is about glorifying Krishna's lotus feet. This verse is about glorifying Krishna's lotus feet. You know, what is that? Sripadalakiya Brahma. So, so Brahma is meditating on your lotus feet. Shiva is meditating, he is taking the dust. Shiva is meditating on Krishna's lotus feet. The what is that? Ganga emanates from the because she is emanating from the lotus feet of Vishnu. That Shiva is keeping Ganga on his head. Wow. What is that? Uh, 1 minute. Ekuno Bhujino Prabhu. Oh. So, what is that? Very nice song, actually. Chepada lagiye Rama, tapasya korila. Jepada paiye Siva, Siva talabhila. So, Rama Devi means Lakshmi ji. She puts your feet, to attain the dust of your feet, she did tapasya. You know, Shiva attains Shivatva because he meditates on your lotus feet. And Brahma did tapasya and he attained his perfection by taking darshan of your lotus feet, my lord. And Narada Muni placed Krishna's feet in his heart. He always meditates on that lotus feet. से अभय पाद सिरस दरिया परमानंद नाची पद गुण गाइया. My Lord, this lotus feet offers abhayam, fearlessness. You know, I'll keep it on my head and I dance in ecstasy, glorifying this, the power of your lotus feet. And these lotus feet will definitely deliver me from the cycle of birth and death and all the problems. Samsara vipada hoite avashya buddhar bhagati vinodao pada koribe tomar. Bhakti Vinod is praying. I take shelter of your lotus feet. Wow. Amazing, right? So if you take Krishna's lotus feet, shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, Ashoka Abhaya Amruta Purna Sarvakshana. You'll become free, free from lamentation. You'll become fearless and you'll become nectarine, Amrita. You know. That's why, oh my Lord, your lotus feet. Sakal chadiye tuva charan kamale podiyachi aminada tava padatale tava pada padmanatha rakshibhe amare आर रक्ष करता नाही हे भव संसारे आम्ही तव नित्य दास जानिनु ये बारा अमर परन भावा भारा इकुन तुम्हारा. No? So you are listening, right? So this is Krishna's lotus feet, the power of Krishna's lotus feet. Amazing. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was feeling separation. You're all there? No? So he's telling, he's talking about Krishna's glories of Krishna's lotus feet. And finally he said, oh brothers, he's telling the students, please take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. And again he came to his mood. Now I've established Krishna's lotus feet as the source of everything, origin of everything. If anyone has any, you know, you know, let me see if there is anybody who can challenge with me on this. Huh? So it's important actually, no? Uh, he's telling the students, take shelter of Krishna, listen about Krishna, you know, learn about Krishna. Why? He's our father, he's our mother, you know, he's our life savior. You know? So he spoke about Krishna all the time. At the end, he asked students, students, did you understand anything I spoke? What did I speak? How are my explanations today? Students said, sir, we didn't understand anything. Everything you're talking, you're telling Krishna is source of everything. And anyway, what is that? Amazing, amazing, right? And the students said, we didn't understand anything. You know, who can we? And you know, every word you're telling Krishna is the origin. So you couldn't understand anything. You know, Lord Chaitanya said, my dear brothers, now stop. Pack your books. Let us go and take bath. Hare Krishna. You know? So they all went to Ganga to take bath, and they were playing in the afternoon waters. You know, they were playing in Ganga actually. You know. So what is that? Um, when Krishna was there, the Upper Yuga, what was prominent river? Yamuna. Yamuna. Anybody take shelter of Krishna? There is no death at all. No. Uh, anyway, so they all went to take bath, and after taking bath, he came home. You know, he has a very, you know, there's some Brahminical tradition, right? So he would worship Saligram, you know. So when he came back, you know, he offered water to Tulsi. It's very important. Have a Tulsi plant at home. Offering water is very important, you know. And she also made some preparations, you know, a made offering. And Sachimata, you know, she started feeding her son. You know. So Sachin asked, my son, what books are you reading nowadays? What are you debating? Did you debate with anybody today? Lord Chaitanya said, Mother, we read about the holy name of Krishna, glories of his lotus feet, the abode of all the excellences. His name and qualities are eternal. Chanting and hearing Lord's names are also eternal. His servants are all sold out servants. So, everyone is listening, right?
Yes, so
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, and the next day went to school again. He said, even if somebody is a Brahman, but he doesn't chant the name of Krishna, he doesn't practice bhakti, his life is waste. Hare Krishna. And he said, if somebody is a dog eater, or is a lust to the mankind in the society, if he chants the holy name and he is no longer chandal or why? He has chanted the holy name. He is Vaishnava, not even Brahmana. Aho, what is that? Aho, Bataswapachato Gariyan, Ejihwagre Vartate Nama Tubhyam, Tepus Tapuste Jahu Sasraria, Brahman Charanama Granantiyate. So, even if somebody has taken birth in the family of dog eater, if he chants the holy name of Krishna, if he chants the holy name of Krishna, he is considered a very advanced devotee. You know. So anyway, if you worship Krishna, you will become free from cycle of birth and death. You'll become free from sins, and eventually you'll go back to Godhead. Anybody who refuses to worship Krishna is anybody who refuses to worship the feet of Krishna is a sinner. Hare Krishna. I think we'll stop it here. Actually, we have 6 more minutes. Let us continue. And we'll finish that. He said, if you are somebody is a dog eater or born in a family of dog eaters, if he has chanted, that is the meaning of that verse. Aho, but a swapacha means dog. His life is perfect. A person who doesn't take shelter of Krishna, mother, listen, what happens? He is talking to Mother Sachi. Again, he has to enter into the wombs of the mothers. He's subject, he has to go through so much of suffering. Sometimes some mother eats very spicy stuff. That time this child in the womb, he feels a lot of pain. You know, whenever mother would eat spicy, salty, sour, the baby suffers, but can't do anything. So how difficult it is for anybody go and sit in the womb of the mother. Do you agree? So you're listening, right?
yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what is that? What is the sad thing of not worshiping Krishna? We continue the cycle of birth and death. Sometimes we use the words freely. Free of birth, birth and death. Arey, what is birth and death? We little bit, we have stomach pain, we are upset. If you cannot take nails properly and using a nail clipper, then it starts paining and you feel bad. you know but that how difficult old age is for anybody, how difficult disease is for anybody, and how difficult death is for anybody, right? So that too, the baby has to be in the womb of the mother 9 months, head down, feet up. This we have been going through. Wow. So if we understand the seriousness, we will become. If we understand the pain that we go through during birth and death, that means 40,000 scorpion bite at the same time together. You know, 40,000 scorpions bite. How do we feel pain? So why not we take this one lifetime very seriously and I'm talking to myself, please Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bol. And pray to that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, especially what is that Sikshashtakam, you know, you know, Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mishame Bhavamudam कृपया तव पाद पंकज स्थित धूलि सदृशम विचिंतया. See Lord Chaitanya's humility. Dhuli. We have no. Dhuli means what? Dust. Specks of dust. Can, what is that? Uh, if there are what is that? 1 kg sand. How many sand grains? Billions of sand grains are there. Actually, this analogy is perfect. You know why? Only how many living entities are there in this universe? Unlimited. How many universes are there like that? Unlimited. Who is the owner of this everything? Krishna. If you understand this, where is the ego? Become humble. I want to be humble actually, but I can't. So much ego. So why? Because we don't worship Krishna. We don't worship sincerely Krishna. Or even if we worship Krishna, there is no, without Krishna's grace, our ego remains. That is, Jiva has this problem, independence, free will to desire, of course, not to act, free will to desire. And when we're in the womb, when mother eats very spicy stuff, we go through so much of scorching heat. And what is that? If we fall into, some other mothers who drink alcohol, that's even more painful. And some mothers, they even go for abortion, which is much more painful. So then what happens? What is that? Tiny, tiny worms will be eating the tender body. You know, uh, and we cannot stay there, we cannot come out. What a pain, mother, it is. This has been going on for us repeatedly. You know, then after 7 months, the living entity understands his position. Sometimes people see, weekend, 2 days, or sometimes children get spring break 1 week. 1 week appears very long time, but we are in the womb of the mother's 9 months. Then if he's a sincere soul, he'll pray, my Lord, please forgive my Lord. You know, oh Krishna, save me, my Lord. You know, you are the savior of all the living entities, my Lord. Please, you know, Maya captured me. Maya captured me. I wasted my life enjoying illusory temporary happiness, such as wealth, career, children, family, and I have neglected your Lord, sweet my Lord. Previous life, I had so many children. Where are they now? So many fruitive activities. What is the end result? Suffering only. Krishna, my Lord, save me, my Lord. Please, the baby speaks things like that if the baby is a genuine soul. I have a question for all of you. Who is that baby? Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess who is that baby? You and me. You're listening or not? Who is that baby? You and me. So that's why without being complacent, we should become Krishna conscious today. I want to end here. Thank you very much. Spoken anything wrong here, forgive me as your humble servant. Please accept my humble obeisances. Pure lotus feet. Vanchakalpatarabhyo Kripasintabhyo Pattanam Pavanebhyo. Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namo Anantakot Vaishnava ki Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Preach, preach, preach.
Jai.
Dandavata.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.